Challenger has arrived.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On this week's episode of Now Arriving, I've got a special locomotive I want to showcase to you. One that's not only important to me, but to the history of the layout as well. Now, what engine could that be? Well, that's none other than Union Pacific 3985. Now, I love the Challengers. There's something about them that's just so cool. I know big boys are bigger, but there's something just classic about a Challenger. Just the right proportions. It's big, but not too big. Now, if you can believe or not, two things. One, this is a Lionmaster Challenger, so it's actually compressed, and for its size, it's still pretty big. And second of all, this is my second Lionmaster Challenger. Now, why did I buy two, and what happened to the first one? Well, in this episode, we'll get straight into that. So I hope you're as excited as I am, and I have plenty of cool stories to share with you. So, without further ado, let's get going. So my history with the Challenger actually goes way back, and this engine actually means quite a lot to me. Back in the days of when I was strictly into semi-scale, I only had Rail King, which is my GS2 and F40 as mentioned in previous videos. But I really wanted to get into the world of Lionel Command. So, as a child, I looked into what options were out there. And I remember watching Matt Flanagan's videos quite fondly, as many of you guys know. And in one of his videos, he had a Lionel Lionmaster Challenger, which was a Denver Rio Grande model. I thought those things were so cool, and I loved the whistle on those. So I begged my parents for one of them. And after many months of waiting, my father finally said okay, and he said just find me an engine, and he would buy the one off of eBay that best fit the one I wanted. So excited young me was like, okay, yeah, sure, and I looked around for the best deal I could find. Well, I went on eBay and I found one being sold by Trains. It was a Union Pacific Challenger, and I sent it to him, and he won the auction, and I got a new Union Pacific Challenger a couple days later. Now, I took the engine out of the box. I was really excited. I had the legacy system already, so I was ready to play with the quilling whistle, place it in the track, program it in, and then I realized, why isn't the whistle quilling? Why doesn't it sound the same? Oh no, we bought a TMCC Challenger. Which one shows that do your research, guys, before you buy engines so you don't do what I did. However, it's a TMCC Challenger nonetheless, and in all honesty, those things are awesome sounding. I don't know if you ever played with one before, but they got this deep, bassy chuff. While the Legacy Challengers have the best whistle in my opinion, I can't deny that these TMCC Challengers are just so powerful. The deep chuff, the powerful whistle, just everything about it just embodies the power of a Challenger. And it's because of that I didn't really mind that much. And it wasn't going to be like I was going to tell my father that he had to buy the right one. Like, these engines are expensive, I knew that. It was a Challenger either way, so I wasn't going to be upset by that. So I kept the engine, and it served as the first jumping off point to the world of command engines for Lionel. From there I got engines like the GP7, the S3, and I never lost sight that I really wanted a Legacy Challenger someday. So, as much as I really love this engine, I put the idea of getting a new one to replace it on the back burner. Later on in my life, I met some folks in the community who lived around me that I could run trains with, and my buddy Griffin had a Lionmaster Challenger, so I played with it. And I completely fell in love with that engine again. So, I was on the hunt to find one of my own, and I was either going to look for one myself and get a completely new Challenger, or I was just going to take the one I had and send it to Sid for a full legacy upgrade. Because the reason why I didn't want to get rid of it was, well, it's your first command control engine, it has value to you, so I kept it around and kicked around the idea of selling it, all that such, but I always went back and forth with it. Now, one day I was browsing through eBay and a Lionmaster 3985 Challenger with Legacy showed up, and I was just like, well, heck, I might as well get it. But I kicked around the idea, but I was talking with my buddy Sid, and he's like, dude, just go for it. So I was like, alright. I took pictures of my Challenger and some video of it running, and I threw it up on Instagram and see if anyone was interested. Well, a couple hours later, a buddy of mine messages me, says, hey, one of my friends is interested in your Challenger. Through gritted teeth, I bit the bullet, and I sold the engine, and took the funds from that, and I put it towards a replacement Lionmaster Challenger, which was a really gratifying feeling to actually accomplish that goal that I set as a child so many years back. So with that said and done, how does she compare with the old engine? Well, let's put her on the layout and see how she does. Man, this Challenger is absolutely stunning. However, looks aren't what I bought this engine for, so let's fire her up and see how she sounds.
UP 3985, do you read me? Copy that. 3985 here. Start her up and stand by. Yes, sir. Out.
Dang, this thing sounds so cool. And for a Lionmaster engine, some of these details are still pretty impressive. I love the attention they put into the smoke box. It just really makes the engine pop. But enough idling in the station. Let's get clearance and head down the line.
3985, it's coupled up. We clear the pole. Over. Union Pacific 3985, you may depart. Over. Copy that. Clear signal. 3985, out. 3985 here. On the move. Over. Acknowledge 3985. Acknowledge 3985. Stand by and set your brakes. Out. Dispatcher, see you next trip. 3985. Out.
Once again, I am so glad to finally be able to say that I own this engine. I know it's a Lionmaster Challenger, but I think it sounds the best out of all the legacy Challengers that aren't Vision Line. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like what you saw, leave a like, and hit subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications. I upload every Wednesday, and I read every comment down below. I'm so glad I can share these awesome trains with you. But until I see you guys next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.